Yo, they shut me off, man. They shut me. Hey, listen, man. They shut me off, bruh. That's crazy. Apparently, from what I'm getting the messages from a bunch of people. I don't know how long I was even going in, and they shut me off. They cut it off because they didn't like me talking about. So what? All right. So what did it? Apparently, Vice has their stuff copyrighted. But what's weird is fair use. You know what I'm saying? It's fair use. How the hell are you going to cut the stream off if they got these videos out there in the public? You know what I'm saying? I get it's copyrighted. Cool. But don't, you know what I mean? Demonetize the video if that's the case. Don't just cut the stream off. That don't make any goddamn sense. I'm going to have to switch platforms because this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to switch. We're going to have to switch platforms. We're going to have to switch platforms. I'm waiting till more people get up in here before we restart. We're gonna be restarting in a minute. Probably like another probably about another 5 people coming. We're gonna restart it. Just give me a few. We're gonna get back into it because I'm gonna drop the link and all that. All right, all right, we back. We back. Bill says they cut you off. Yeah, I looked on the stream and I just get mad. People were saying, "Oh, they cut the stream. They cut the stream." I was like, "What? Now, how long was that going on?" Yeah, my thing is this, like, yo, if the shit ain't supposed to be watched by people on YouTube, take that shit off YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Why the hell are you jumping on my case about a video that's supposedly copyrighted, but it's out there in the public for fair use? Like if it's copyrighted, all right, make it so that you know what I'm saying. If my videos are monetized, make the monetized stuff go to you instead. Okay, fair. You know what I mean? If you copyrighted it, but if it's don't suspend the damn stream because you don't want nobody else to watch it. But see, that's that bullshit, man. It's that Vice bullshit. It's a liberal. Vice is a liberal company. Everything they basically post on is like liberal nonsense. But that video was interesting to me because there's a city where people are out there living now. People say, "Oh, it's dirty. They living dirty. They living crazy. All that stuff." They gonna show you what they want you to see. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been there. I can't really say, but I will say this though. You know what I mean? These people are policing their cells. They're taking care of their cells, and I thought that was interesting. I want you guys to see it. The bacteria of Slap City got the stream. The bacteria. They was living crazy. The people they showed was living crazy though. Yeah. Telegram is. I could go live on Telegram. I seen the video where they talked about the FEMA guy who Trump fired was executed in Gitmo. Really? What up, Floyd? You missed, man. You missed it when they shut me down, man. I had to restart another damn live. They shut me down. Vice switched up on us. Yeah, Vice is they bought and paid for, man, by the Democratic liberals. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody else show that any stuff that they put out there at all. You know, but it's all good though. What up, Jared? What's going on, champ? All right, let me do this then, man. Since we got this whole new stream we had to start up. Let me go ahead and drop the link in here. Oops. Oh, by the way, if you guys are interested, get all this out of the damn way. This and threw my whole groove off. I got a certain way I do things when I come in here, man, and screw my whole groove up. But it's all right. We're gonna adapt and we're gonna keep it sliding because that's what we do. All right. For anybody who wants to get in the on the live, there's the link. Just hop on in. By the way, this is my I Survived 2020 t-shirt. As you can see, it's all the psychological operations. They got Trump on this corner. You got Biden with a mask on in that corner. You got your aliens right there on the on the looks like the other right side looks like to me. You got the killer hornets or whatever the hell they were. You got the C-19 right there. You got who the hell is this guy? I don't even remember. This looks like Hussein. I don't know who the hell that is. I don't remember who the hell that was. But yeah, you got Kobe on that one side, and you got the Jazane Maxwell on here. You got what is it? Koala Bears. What the hell was Koala Bears doing in 2020? You got the guys from the what was that big cat show? What's the guy's name? That went to jail, and then the girl, the lady he didn't like over the Tigers or whatever. Yeah, pretty good shirt. If you want to go to get a shirt like this or get this shirt, forbiddenclothes.com. You look in the description section, put in my what is it, password, and basically it'll give you my word or whatever you put in there, and it'll give you a certain percentage off for the purchase. You know what I'm saying? But yes, forbiddenclothes.com, and they got some fire over there. I actually had to toss a lot of my Forbidden Clothes shirts out though, man, because they got shrunk when I was overseas, man. The Filipinos shrunk my damn shirts. I can't fit them, man. Look like a belly dancer wearing them shirts. I had to toss a lot of them. But yeah, this is one of the ones they didn't shrink. All right, so I got my man in the green room, the legendary Bad Wolf. I mean, wait. What's up, Wolf?
Hey, what's going on, A6? Going on, Grind Timers? What's good with you? I was watching the feed and they was like, zoop.
Yeah. They, Vice is on that bullshit, bro. They got the Gestapo on that shit. If you play their videos at all, they just pull your stream. I've never seen that done before.
I've seen it happen before.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's they'll like it's happened to me. I was at this one little music venue, and I don't even think I went live. I think I had recorded it. Oh no, I did go live for a minute. I went live, and within like 30 seconds, there was like cut the feed, lawsuit, copyright infringement. I'm like, I'm at a live venue. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, but yeah, they be on it as soon as that algorithm hit. That's it.
Right. Crazy. But yeah, it's all done by machines, man. These machines all do what machines do. They look out for stuff and basically move the same way. But it's all good though. We back. Live and direct. What's been going on with you, man? What you been working on, man?
Really just took a vacation this week. Just kind of had a staycation and was just kind of like, I'm gonna chill, take a little time for me, but even still, I didn't really get a whole lot of time for me because it was still getting stuff done, that can't just sit around,
Yeah.
Other than that, some consultations here and or there while I was supposed to be on vacation. And yeah, just getting some people up to speed, especially with the right to travel. Cats aren't making sure that their vehicles are in a trust and that the DMV's been updated. That's one of the biggest things. People, even for some of us proficient people, have been out there for a while doing it. Like, oh, it's cool. They ain't bothering me all this time. Get your vehicle in a trust and update the DMV. Change the record. You don't have to register it for driving. You just need to update who owns it.
Absolutely. My man Floyd said, "Yay for me time." Listen, let me tell y'all something. All right, in case y'all didn't know, staycations are underrated. Sometimes just sitting in the damn house and not being bothered by nobody is rejuvenating. You know what I mean? You got yourself your books or whatever you want to do. You can read. If you want to kick it and relax, you can watch whatever. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might just want to lay around the house and don't do nothing.
Nothing.
You know, at all. Now, have nothing specific you're supposed to do. You know, staycations are underrated, man. So if you don't have the money to go somewhere or something like that, don't think that a staycation is off the table, because it's not. It's not off
Yep.
the table.
Treat yourself, kick back, relax, and don't do nothing. I tried. I was about 75, 80% successful, but I'm just not used to being idle. So I had to get some stuff done, but didn't work too hard. You know what I mean? So caught a movie and just kind of went out, grabbed some food, seeing what was good. Took the car out for a little bit. Otherwise, yeah, everything else has been pretty well, man. Just trying to get through these books, learn some more stuff to bring out.
Absolutely. How's the car running, man? You got the vet, right?
Yeah, not a brand new one. I ain't got that kind of money.
That vet is that shit nice. That new one, bruh, that thing is hot. Yo,
my pockets
hear
ain't
about?
that deep.
Wait, what were you saying?
I said I ain't got pockets that deep. I was like, ooh, I can't do it.
You hear about all the people supposedly getting jammed up over CPNs, Wolf?
Well, yeah. So I will not lie. I was looking into this for multiple reasons, and I was getting ready to do a video on it. And I was like, you know what? Let me just keep doing some more research. So I tell everybody, vet the information first. Sit on it for a minute. Don't be like, oh, they're going to close the window. If there's any process out there that the government's going to close the window, don't even be a part of it. Don't even do somebody's harebrained guru, shaman ritual processes. But yeah, so what was going on is that, let me see correctly. So it's a credit protection number, but they don't want you to use it for just wanting to start over. Like, it has to be a major reason why you need a new number. Like, they don't like to just, so, and you have to get it from them. And that's if they decide to grant it, like it has to go through like a committee and a review and all this other stuff. So, but what these cats were doing, at least this one cat's video that I was watching, he had this whole process down, and it just didn't sound legal to me, And what he would do is he would say, okay, so, because you can just right now even Google like what's all contained in a Social Security number, and it'll tell you this section of numbers is from the area that you live in. If you're within this block, say like 313 to 414 is in Florida. That first number on your Social Security tells them what state you're in, and then it starts breaking down like all these other things. So he figured out if you basically just guess a block of numbers, that in your state, say 313, okay, I just go with 313. And then he was like, you can do like a CPN check online that'll show you if it's active. And he was like, okay, so if you go in there and you guess like the middle four numbers, he was like, go and see if it's inactive by using like, and I forgot what the last four is. Yeah, I think it's four. The last ones are four, but he figured it out, because they show you basically on the, on the websites what the, those numbers are for. So anyway, he was saying, yeah, if you find a number like this, it's like, just go ahead and use it. And I'm like, yo, you can't just use their numbers because there's not a active one. I'm like, I'm watching this guy's video and he's being like real articulate. And he's like, yes, so this right here is how you get the first set of numbers. This one is your second, and this is the third. He's like, oh yeah, and then if it doesn't say active, then just go ahead and use it. I'm like, you can't just use any of their numbers at all for dang near anything. So by the time I got done with the video, I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, contemplating this information. I'm like, oh, he finna get in trouble. Everybody who used that crazy stuff finna get in trouble. Some people out there were using dead people's numbers.
Yeah. Yo, as a matter of fact, speaking of which, let's look at a video right now where somebody did that. This is we looked at I think part 1. There was 2 more that came out this week. We might watch part 2 next week. But this is the one on part 3 that somebody was using the CPN, the same dealership, trying to buy a Hellcat or something like that.
Well, wait a minute. What's it say? No social security number required? Well, no wonder they're getting all these people going in with CPNs. Well, how's it going, guys? That's right. The Crusader's back. And once again, we're in Hotlanta, GA at the Landmark car dealership. Now, this is the third video of my CPN arrest video, and the third installment. And I'm noticing a trend with all these people. They're going online first to try to get the car. So what I figured I'd do is do a little investigative work and check out the website to see what the hell's going on here. So let's go ahead and go to the website. All right, it's Hellcat time, baby, at Landmark. So let's see. It's time to get a scat pack. Let's see what we got here. Since everybody else has got one, I figured the Crusader may need to get a new ride. Get me some Hellcat. Hellcat time. Look at all these cars. Wow. Let's see how we go to apply. Well, wait a minute. What's it say? What? No social security number required? Well, no wonder they're getting all these people going in with CPNs. Says it right here. No SSN required. So I don't see why they're having a problem with it. Well, anyways, figured we'd go ahead and run the video. Hellcats are played out. I'm not going to go ahead with the purchase, but we'll go ahead and roll the video. And we'll see how it ends up for this individual. We'll see if he gets his scat pack. Now, before I hit play, I got to say what I got to say, and that's this video is for entertainment/education purposes only. This is not a call to action. I do not condone fraud. We're just having fun watching a funny-ass video, okay? So without further ado, let's roll it. Here we go. My man, orange.
On October 13th, 2022, Chamblee police officers responded to a call at the Landmark Atlanta dealership regarding a suspicious individual attempting to pick up a car with fraudulent identification. Upon arrival, the officers encountered a male suspect accompanied by a female companion. They decided to detain the individuals for further investigation. During a thorough search, the officers discovered a fake ID and a concealed firearm in the possession of the male suspect.
Now, here's the deal. I mean, if you guys haven't figured it out by now, don't go into a car dealership with a fake ID. Just don't do it. I mean, some people get away with it and others don't. I mean, if you really want to roll the dice, then that's on you. I mean, the fact the guy had a gun on him, that's not going to be illegal unless he wasn't supposed to have it. Hey, now he's sitting there walking back here. He still thinks he's picking up a car. This is hilarious. They told me to come back here. Now, Officer Scam Slammer is on the return, and she makes short work of this individual. Boom, goes right to business. Just throws him in cuffs. Like, you know, it's all part of the car buying process. You know, you go give your information, you go in the back, they cuff you, right?
Okay, can y'all
right?
walk into the car, please?
Right in cuffs. Now, just like before, she's on the hunt for the ID, that physical ID. That's what is on her mind right now.
They want that address specifically. They want to know. They want that address.
Yes, sir.
Can't get it.
I got you. No, I'm not gonna take it up. But you're not gonna bet it.
When you go,
you're not gonna need it, sir. Please don't. I said I will hold it for you. You come to the back of the dealership, please. Why are y'all?
Yeah, I usually wait to put you in cuffs
super
before
tight,
they
please.
give you your info. Now, I mean, again, I would never try this, but if I was in a situation where I was cuffed, I wouldn't say a damn word after that. It's all right, all your time. Don't talk, because anything you can and will be used against you.
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go. Officer Scam Slammer.
You got it. Park it right there.
Really,
You got ID on you. Right now, you're being detained.
Don't go through my bag, please. Here, can you come get my stuff?
No.
She gotta get your.
She's like, no.
Okay, she can get it for her. No, she cannot.
Right there.
She's trying to stop them from hiding the ID.
Excuse me, miss. Why y'all?
She's going right on him. Okay. She doesn't want her. He's saying, oh yeah, have her give it to him. Yeah, because then she's probably got his real ID.
Hey, please. Why y'all
you want her to have your phone
like that?
Yes, wants a fake one.
No, hold on this phone. Hold on.
And she's saying to hold the phone because she's trying to see if he's working with somebody else. I think these guys are working with other people. I don't think it's just a guy going in to get a car.
Ma'am, back up on me.
I definitely agree with that. I think it's a chain of these dudes that go in doing this stuff, because I seen it. The first guy that got hemmed up, he did almost the exact same thing, except he was sitting inside the office waiting. And then the police, he actually got the car and then came back the next day because they called him and he didn't bring the car back. But he came back like, bro, you was good. You actually made it out and you came back. So they got him. They yoked him up. This guy didn't even make it out, I believe. But there's a reason he didn't make it out. You're going to find out what that is in a minute.
No. Yes, you did. You just said she could get the phone,
no,
sir.
that's not what I said.
That is exactly what you just
Yeah, it's like, that other officer said you could have it, but Scam Slammer trumps him.
said.
So let me tell you what's gonna happen.
Yes, ma'am.
You're saying that you're Peter Jesserer Smith, right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Keenan Walker.
Boom. He had another piece of identification in there with his real shit on it.
Because I know Peter Jesserer Smith is.
There you go right there. So you got a state ID with somebody else's name on it with your picture. So that's copyright infringement first off, because the state created that identification and you stealing their whole design. You basically stealing their copyright and you got somebody else's name on it. Just all the way in the wrong.
Is a writer for a New York newspaper, for a Christian newspaper.
Right.
And he's a white man with blue eyes.
Right.
When we run this license, that
See, now, why he's using other people's identification, why he's using other people's information, I have no idea why. Like, why wouldn't you just use your real shit? And why would you use a fake ID? Why don't you just use your real one? I don't understand the allure of this. Maybe it's because they want to get multiple cars. That may be something.
especially you have a picture with your real name on here.
You know something else crazy though?
What?
Somebody told me that like I was able to use my CPN.
Under Peter Jesserer Smith?
Yeah.
You know, really?
Look, I want to know where the hell he learned that. Who told him that he could use a CPN?
He just inadvertently ratted somebody out. So you know he telling. Yo, at the time they throwing him, he about to tell. He already put the card on the table. It's still face down, but he put it on the table. So they know he got the card. He telling off the rip. You know what I'm saying?
VPN with a fake ID and someone else's information, and everything would just be fine. Oh yeah, sure. They'll just give you cars. Sure, yeah. Here's $100,000 loan. Yeah, here, go ahead. Right? Like, does that sound right to you? He didn't hear that shit from me. That's for damn sure.
What I'm so like? I mean, what y'all want me to say? Like, they told me to get a car.
Some guy told me.
That's how I would be able to do it.
Put him in the car.
Some guy told me. I think some other people are putting him up to it.
Put in your.
Maybe.
So where y'all taking me? What's that?
You know what? Now you know what it is, though. He probably in some Telegram group, or he probably listening to somebody on YouTube. I ain't gonna say no names, but there's a motherfucker who's telling people to do stuff like this on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who he is. We all know who he is. But he is, you know what I mean? Nah.
He had a gun on him, too. That's not good.
I'm going back at 91. You ain't got no weapons on you, nothing like that, right? Okay.
Can you get my bag, babe?
Now, from what I know of this,
she better get whatever she don't need.
he went to buy the car online. They are like, oh yeah, they filled out the online thing. They're like, oh yeah, come in. Because I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. Car dealerships, they want to get your ass into the dealership, and they'll do anything to try to trick you to go into the dealership. It's crazy what they can get away with. Car dealerships, they lie, they put all this bullshit out there to bait and switch, all this shit. How they're able to get away with it, the FCC doesn't come in on their asses. I have no idea, but it's crazy. I personally hate the car buying experience because of all the bullshit.
They verified my shit last night. What are they talking about?
That's why I think that's why they called us, because I think you came up here last night or something like that, right? Or yesterday?
Yeah, but they told me to come. I wasn't coming here. They told me. First of all, they pre-authorized my name and they said to come here. And I told them, I was like, for what? And they was like, oh yeah, you can come tonight. You can come tonight.
Last night.
He just digging himself into a deeper hole every time he run his mouth. They ain't even got to do no investigative work at this point. They got everything. They literally got him. They got him confessing to everything. He gonna take a plea deal. He gonna rat on everybody he worked with. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, they totally come in tonight because he probably got qualified, and then they went and grabbed his ID, ran it again, and was able to see that it was fake. And I don't know why they didn't call the cops right then and there. Maybe it was too late. And they're like, yeah, come back the next day. So he's come back twice. He thought he was going to get a car twice. Instead, he got cuffs.
I wasn't even coming here, dog. They set me up, bro. That shit not cool. That's entrapment, bro.
It's not really entrapment, though. You know what I'm saying? Because he was already engaged in the activity. He just went through to carry out the activity. So, nah.
The fuck?
The moment you didn't come to the table with clean hands, you drew first blood. So
exactly, they just strung him along. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
yeah, I don't know.
Officer, please.
Well, because now he's dug himself a deeper ditch.
Be a tough angle.
Say it again.
So now he's dug himself a deeper ditch. Before he was just attempting, with a fake ID. So now that it's gone through. Now that's a whole another charge right there. That's a higher level right there.
Yeah. Yep. And Mike said the guy's gonna get a bonus for theft prevention. Oh, absolutely. He might even get promoted because of that.
Get you off the hook.
Please. Let me see. Thank you.
I don't know, man, but on the website it does say no social security number required.
That makes it even worse, though, because if it wasn't no social security number required, why the hell you give them a CPN in the first place? If that's the case, which we all know is not.
Maybe they can get them for false advertising.
Leave that form right here, right? And we're going to pull this up.
I wonder if that's a defense that's been tried.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, it does say it on their website.
Yeah. All right, just twist. And put up. There you go.
Yeah, no,
she'll be able to talk to you in 1 second. Right? This her thing, so she running, right?
And they're also dealing with his lady friend over there. They got to try to get some shit on her, connect her with all of this. They're probably going to be looking for her to have a fake ID or something. They need some evidence. They don't tell her that though.
No.
In this part, she refuses to give her information, which that's. I don't know why, because in the end, she ends up giving it to him. I think sometimes it's like when police come in and they exert power over people like to resist to try to take some power back, take some control back. That's the only thing I can think of.
Where are y'all taking him to?
Because what they're trying to do is get her to either say something stupid or give them a fake ID, something that they can use as evidence to justify putting her in jail and arresting her. And now Scam Slammer's over there. She's messing with the gun, making sure it's all, unloaded and all that kind of stuff. And then she resists giving the ID, which I don't think they can forcibly grab it from you if they don't have any probable cause. If they had probable cause with the other guy, because the guy said he presented a fake ID. With her, they don't have it.
We're not going to release anything to you if you don't show us. If you don't give us.
They're saying, we're not going to release anything to you unless we know who you are, kind of thing. Which they're just trying to get her to give them. They want her to give them a fake ID.
We don't know who we're releasing anything to. We're not releasing it.
Well, it'll be. I could bring my ID to the station. I don't have a problem doing that. I could do that.
Wow, just look at her head. That's a nervous tick right there.
You can tell by her body language she's guilty as hell too. She keep messing with her hair. She's shaking like a mofo. You know what I mean? She definitely was involved with it somehow. She knew what was up, but I mean,
Stay cool.
Is there a reason why you don't want to show your ID?
Because it's just going to elongate the process, and I can show y'all.
No, it's actually a process to go by quicker because then we'll be able to move on to the next step.
It's not really a discussion at this point, man.
I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't be saying shit. I'd be asking for a lawyer, right? If I was ever putting cops, if I ever did this, which I would never do, I definitely ask for a lawyer right out the gate. And let me tell you guys something else. I don't condone anybody doing this or anything. I'm just saying, you know, hypothetically, if I were to do this, I'd use my real information. You know, what are they going to do? They ask for ID. Here it is. It's me. It's real.
Yeah. So, yeah, I second what he said, except for the last part. I don't recommend anybody do this at all.
You know what? What are they going to do? I mean, if you guys want like a surefire way to not get in trouble, use your real shit. You know, and if you guys have bad credit and you know you need to get a new Social Security number, you can go to the Social Security Administration and ask for a new one.
This is 100% true. You can actually get a whole nother Social Security number from the Social Security Administration. And if you can prove that somehow your Social Security number has been compromised, they will give it to you. It's on their website. They will give you another one if you so desire. That is facts. If you can prove, like, hey, I was a part of whatever. They just had like a slew of data breaches over the last 3 years. I think over like 150 companies had data breaches. So I promise you, your name's on at least one of those companies. Shit, I got mail coming to where I'm at. I got mail coming to where I'm at. That people who lived here before me lived at, because it was sending people, the computer sending out people who are registered in the system under data breaches, basically, to whatever address was there last. You know what I'm saying? So people are getting other people's mail left and right because of the data breaches, indicating to them or telling them, you know, there's been a data breach or such and such. So yeah, you know, your name or your information has probably been compromised.
Process you can go through there. Also, you can use an EIN number, get a car with business credit. Those are harder ways of doing it, but it's a safer way. I would never go into an establishment that the possibility of me getting yoked up like that, I just wouldn't do it. It's not worth it.
Right. I don't have a problem.
And this is another thing too. This is what happens when people get on information and they don't study it thoroughly. You know what I mean? That's basically what went down here. You know, you got people watching YouTube videos of people talking about, oh, you can use this and you can use that and set up another credit profile, blah, blah, blah. And they don't do no research. They just go do it. You know, may do one consultation and find out how to do it. And then you got people making fake IDs and get jammed up just like this idiot did.
I'm giving you my ID.
Okay. So let's
I don't
talk
have
about
a
that
problem
first.
with that.
Let's handle one thing at a time.
Not worth it.
336 radio, you copy?
I don't work in scenarios.
Good.
She ends up giving her real ID. Right here.
Number Alpha Delta November 292.
I've been trying to look up to see where that guy, what happened to him, and I can't find any record or anything.
Is it
So.
a Glock 9 caliber?
Yeah, they're going over the gun. He shouldn't get in trouble for that as long as, you know, he doesn't have any felonies or if he's not supposed to have it.
Oh, look at that.
I think maybe because he has a gun and he committed a crime, that may be something. Again, I'm not a lawyer.
So what they do, I've actually heard somebody get jammed up like this, Wolf. If you're doing something like this and you have the guy had a quote unquote firearm on him, and the firearm was from another state or something of that nature. And they were saying because he had it, even though he wasn't using it for what he was doing, because he had it on him, that made it like interstate something, commerce or something like that. And it was another federal crime, basically, because the firearm, quote unquote, was from another state. And I think they just said Atlanta or something like that a second ago. So that's probably another charge.
Yeah, that's not good.
Because
he had it on his person, so he had the ability. They don't know whether he was going to use it or not because it's on his person. They're going to assume.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and it's another felony right there.
Committing a crime with a gun is like makes things worse, even if the gun wasn't used in the crime.
Yep, absolutely.
Who knows? All states are different laws.
That's federal.
And it comes back with her.
Can you run an oil lamp? I'll be out of Georgia. Hi. Euro.
Oh no, okay, this is in Georgia where this happened. There's his phone.
That's the buddy phone.
Gun. They got the ID over there.
While the female companion's identification was verified to be genuine, and after confirming her lack of involvement in the fraudulent activity, she was released by the officer.
Yeah. All with that translation, they didn't have any evidence to get her to go to jail to arrest her.
The male suspect, on the other hand, faced multiple charges including identity fraud, forgery in the first degree, theft by receiving stolen property, and financial transaction card theft.
All right. So let's go over what he got in trouble for. He multiple charges include identity fraud because he used somebody else's identity. Never used somebody else's identity. Forgery because he had a fake ID in the first degree. Theft by receiving stolen property because I guess he was able to get possession of the car. I can't see if he got possession of the car, or maybe he got possession of the car that night and then they realized that things weren't on the up and up, so they told him to come back.
I don't think the stolen property one would stick though. What do you think? Well, you think that'd stick? I don't think the stolen property one will stick, even though the contract was bullshit because of the way he did it. I don't think that would be stolen property though.
Yeah. I mean, anytime there's fraud done anywhere if somebody comes to the table with unclean hands, with any, fraud or deceptive motives, they could construe that as a theft, but it was just a corporate style theft instead of a strong arm. He didn't physically go in there and yank it theft. He finagled his way like white collar crime theft. So
interesting.
They'll how these people move. They'll twist anything they need to,
They try to stick it to you, definitely,
to fit the narrative.
That's what happened to the other guy. The other guy actually got the car. So they just told him to come back, and he came back with the car. Or no, he didn't come back with the car. He came back with her. So he's just like the other guy that didn't come back. They never come back with the car. I bet he got a scat pack, and then it's probably being chopped up right now as we speak.
I promise you that the scat pack had already been torn apart at that point. That thing, probably the transmission, I got the whole engine out of it. The tires gone, rims gone, doors, dashboard.
It has been broken down to whence it came.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the end of that video. My man ended up getting hemmed up and a lot of charges slapped on him. He basically started singing at the end, and they're going to take advantage of that because all of that they got on camera.
Every which way but loose.
Oh, yeah. All right, where we at here? Behind these comments. What was the name? He was never getting away with that. Copyright and trademark. He's done. That wolf trying to hold it. Got the whole crew laughing at him. Yeah, he was doing a lot. You got the right to listen. You know what I mean? He could have not said nothing.
That would have been better.
Like, I like to exercise my Fifth Amendment, and just looked at him like they was crazy the whole time. At least then a lawyer got something to work with. Like, all right, if you want to get a lawyer, all right, cool. You didn't say, all right, let me see what I can work. I mean, they still going to shut him up Shit's Creek without a paddle, but he basically jammed himself up now. So what he gonna have to do is sing and give up the whole organization. Who taught him the class? You know what I mean? All of that.
The longer these cats talk, the more ammo. I call talking ammo. When you're talking to these police officers, the more ammo you give them, the more they're going to use it against you.
Yep.
Any good lawyer will tell you, say nothing, say nothing, say nothing. It doesn't mean go mute, because then they'll start assuming that maybe you're simple and they'll just start doing whatever they want. Nope, I do not give you permission for that. Do you have a warrant? Nope, I'm not providing any identification or whatever it is. And then, but what about this? Can you? Nope, plead the fifth. Nothing to say. I don't answer questions. So you
go
perfectly answer the things you want to answer. And if you're not sure, ask them, can this information be used against me? Which you already know the answer is yes, but you just want to see if they're going to lie to you or not. you know, and it's always going to be yes. So you are the facilitator. Like somebody posted the first 48. Yeah, watch the first 48. Everybody, now I do not condone this. This is just real life stuff that happened a couple years back. It was two rival gangs. I think they were like motorcycle gangs. Like 200 some odd people were involved.
Yeah, I remember this.
And everybody got off because nobody said nothing. They exercised their right to have a private, even though it was, you know, it was what it was.
It got messy.
Yeah, it was private. But the state wanted to get a piece of it. They wanted to get involved. Bring this, bring your boy in.
We need y'all to, you know, come in here, pay for these court fees, get these lawyers some money under the table. You know, we need these bonds for the cases. We need that. You know, that they needed that.
The biggest thing that they really don't want is for all of us to communicate by and basically go back to being private, because they are a service-oriented company, which means if they don't have services to provide, then they can get folded up, because people are going to be, it'll probably never happen, but if we either could pay our way to get them out of here, or everybody's just good or good enough where they self-govern, we don't need half their services. Go back to making your own food and this and that and whatever else. Now suddenly all the things that they control are going to start drawing up.
Right.
Remember, they weren't always here. There's a time when the American people did everything for themselves, or your neighbor would come by and help you out, or your other neighbor would barter with you. So there was no corporations. There was no all these services. You know, you got out of line and the town folk came over there and whooped your monkey butt. You know what I mean? Like they didn't need, you know, those individuals whose beginnings came from capturing runaway slaves or freed slaves. We'll just, you know, who they are and whatnot. If you don't, check out your history.
Right, right. Lawrence Williams says, please take a plea deal. He don't need to go to trial. Make himself look stupid on the. He already dug himself in a hole at this point. You know what I mean? He did a lot just now. And I promise you he don't know his rights, or else he would have exercised them. Jared said, I'll go in there with my ID. Yeah, I saw Jared's ID is dope. Yo, y'all ain't get the likes up? Oh, y'all, man, y'all dirty. That's messed up. Y'all got the likes. I get it. They got the likes up on the last video.
Oh, okay.
They get the likes up on this video too, man. It's a separate video, man. A separate live stream. I came back live for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? These fools make it easy for police to create fraud departments to create more revenue. Easy work. That's like going to probation office with a weapon, knowing you're a felon. Precisely. Getting a new social with a position one status to start over like convicted at perhaps second would be achievable. I don't know. And I'm not at liberty to give you that information, but I will say this. Any information you get is going to be tied to the social. Like anything you basically go through with the state or even the, federal is going to be tied to the social. So do your research. That's what I'll say about that. But you can, yes, it is. That is a service to Social Security Administration office. You can get a new social if you so desire. He's used someone else's shit. Always use your own, even if you got to make your own, but under someone else's identity. I'm not going to condone that at all. As a matter of fact, I'm going to remove that comment from the text because I don't condone that whatsoever.
Gotta love the entertainment and education are on here.
You gotta love the entertainment and educational purposes on this channel, man.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love it. You know, it's just information. You know? Oh man, y'all killing me here. He's gonna lie anyway. And they are not immune from suit when they violate the Constitution. They're not, but you know, no lawyer is gonna uphold your constitutionally protected rights in a situation like this. They're gonna. A lawyer's first duty is to the state. It's to the state, and then the court, and then you. Actually, no, I said that backwards. To the court, to the bar, and then you. Yeah. So they're not gonna. He said half more, like 99%. No, I didn't scan the barcode. I didn't do that. I didn't know I was supposed to. I'm gonna have to check it out though. Why the hell did he bring a picture? That shit was retarded. Like, bro. What tactical What tactical advantage are you gonna have by bringing a? Because I guarantee you it was a firearm at that point. What did you? What? How did you think this was gonna go? Why, bro? You thought she was the man. You had your girl with you. I'm gonna walk in here with my thing on my hip, and I told him, "Give me my motherfucking car, or it's gonna be some problem up there." He waving the arm around. He told his girl that. I'm gonna tell my girl, "Hell, give me my stuff. It's gonna be some problems up there." Oh yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? You know how guys show off for that lady.
Right.
His pistol tube is linked right back to that serial number. Yep. Well, he's in Georgia, so it's not a registry state. So, you know, where you get it from, they can check the federal to see who purchased it, though, I'm sure. They check those forms. I mean, to say it's under someone else's identity is a no-no. Yeah, that is, yeah. Yeah, using somebody else's identity is crazy. Get rid of that social security number to maintain your sovereign status. The social security number is the main problem of the American people that enslaves you. I don't have mine anymore. There you go. You know, so if you want to go in there, a lot of people you could do things through trust too. Like, yo, the problem is if people learn how to move through trust, they wouldn't even need to use a social, because you can go to a dealership and say you don't have a social security number, but you have a trust, and you can actually leverage your assets in the trust. You know what I'm saying? You can actually bring like a documentation there showing what assets are in the trust, and they can actually financially tally how much those assets are worth, and they can use that as leverage for the credit. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Businesses can do the same thing. Yes, indeed, man. So, yeah, most don't know that. Absolutely. Yeah. So, you know, like I said, if you want a social security number, you can have one. That's your right to have one, or you contract with the state. That's your right. But if you don't, that's also your right. So it depends on how you want to move. All right. But that's pretty much our show for the day, man. I think that's everything. We got all the information out there for the most part. Even though we got rudely interrupted by I can't even say that word, by crazy YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I was about to say. I had to censor myself.
Hold up.
Yeah, man. I had to censor myself. But yeah, that's our show for the day, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, I've heard about this, and I started to actually try this out, but you would have to go to like the chief financial officer for this to work. And like, to be honest with you, if you ever talk to a corporation, they're not trying to put you in front or on the phone with a chief financial officer ever. I tried it. They will not do it. They'll be like, nope, you talk to us. What you mean? Nope. You can send them a letter. They won't respond probably. The most you may get is the chief financial officer secretary. That's the highest I've gotten. I've never actually got the CFO on the phone. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
But yeah. All right. But yes, sir. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Wolf, I'm gonna let you have the floor in the meantime, bro.
All right, guys, make sure you get those likes up from my young cuz over here. Make sure you support him on all of his endeavors. So hit that bell, like, and subscribe. And yeah, just tell your friends, share the video, support, get the t-shirts, and that's about it. Y'all take care, and don't do stupid stuff.
Absolutely, man. Hey, so by the way, when the next time you going live, man?
If not this week, it'll be next week for sure, Monday or Tuesday.
Give me a heads up beforehand.
All right.
Let me know before. I'm gonna try to make it on Wolf's live stream so we can reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? Reciprocate, participate. You already know who I am. It's A64 National Born Natural. We had a great show today, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love all you guys. Take care of your families. Take care of yourselves. Please, please, please keep researching and studying, and do not make mistakes like this guy made. If you hear information, please go and research it. Join the study group of legit mofos and research it. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to give you the best information I could possibly give you. I'm not going to lead you down the path of trouble. Wolf is not going to either. You know what I mean? So when you're listening to these people out there running their mouths about using, all kinds of numbers and stuff like that in order to make moves, please vet the information, because if you were asked questions by somebody with a badge and an arm on them on their side, then you better have the right answers. So with that said, I am A64 National Born Natural. Remember, the path to freedom is our bravery, and there are no problems, only solutions. We will be live and direct this Sunday, God willing, and Wolf will hit me up and let me know when he's going live, and we'll probably be able to jam that off too. Meantime, peace.